Good morning, boys and girls. Okay, let us move to the next topic. Okay, combination of motions. So there can be more than one type of motion in a body. Okay, so there are that is called combination of motions. Like when a car is moving on a road, it's going on the moving on the road in a, maybe in a straight line or in a curve, but its wheels are rotating. Okay, so rotatory motion is there in the wheels, and the car is moving in rectilinear or curvilinear, whatever motion. Okay, so two types are there. Same way, these planets are, they rotate around its axis also and revolve around the sun also. So two types of motion are always there. So that is the combination. And here a picture is shown, a drill machine. You must have seen a carpenter use this machine to make a hole, or the electrician also used to make a hole in the wall. So the drill bit, this is called a drill bit. Okay, drill bit, okay, rotates, it rotates very fast, and when we push it, it goes inside. So there is this motion also, translatory also. Okay, so two types are there. So you can find many other examples, so many examples are there. Okay, now a very different type of motion is here, that is called random motion. Okay, this motion is in the molecules, okay, of the liquid or gases. Okay, so when suppose when you take a drop of water and put some, you can observe yourself. Okay, you can do this experiment on a glass. You put a drop of water. Okay, then take some pollen grains. You know what are pollen grains? In the flower there are this powdery substance. Okay, you must have studied in your biology. So that uh, on the stigma, that powdery substance is there, and that is called uh, pollen grains. Okay, in reproduction of plants you must have studied that, and that is very light, okay, in weight. So almost, so when you put this powder, that pollen grains, on the drop of water, okay, just put it on it. Okay, just spray it, or you just drop it over it. So then you can see they are moving very fast. These pollen grains start moving, they are not stable. So because the molecules of the water keep on moving continuously, so the pollen grains move. Okay, so this is the kinetic theory of the molecules. Okay, you will study in later in physics also and chemistry also. And this Brownian movement, this is called Brownian movement, and this Brownian movement is, you will study in biology also. Okay, so this is a unique case. Okay, now the next one, uniform and non-uniform. You can classify the motion into two types, uniform and non-uniform. Now what is uniform? Uniform means when equal distance is covered in equal intervals of time, okay, then it is called non-uniform. That means suppose a vehicle is moving 60 kilometers in 1 hour and again 60 kilometers in 1 hour and so on, it is taking the same distance in same time, so that is called uniform motion. Okay, now there are examples given over here. Clock, so our hand or the other hand also, they all move in uniform motion. Okay, so needles of clock moving uniform motion because they are taking same time for the same distance. A car going along a straight level road at a steady speed. Okay, if we just now I explained, if a vehicle or car or any other vehicle is moving at same speed on a straight road, then that is called uniform motion because the distance is covered same in same time, okay, at different levels. Okay, so that is also then another example, aircraft or aeroplane. Okay, usually aeroplane move at a steady speed, so they cover the same distance in 1 hour, so that is uniform. Or ship or a train moving on a track at a steady speed, uniform motion. Okay, fan moving, fan also when you uh, switch on, it takes some time, then after that when it achieves the maximum speed it moves on with the same speed. Earth is moving, in fact all the planets are moving at the same speeds, so that is uniform. Okay, so many examples are there, you can see them. Now your non-uniform. Okay, when uh, a body does not cover equal distance in equal intervals of time, that is non-uniform. Suppose a vehicle is moving on a straight road and it covers 60 kilometers in the first hour and 40 kilometers in the second hour, so that is non-uniform because distances are different for the same period of time. Okay, so there are some examples, more examples here. A horse running in a race, so horse does not run at a constant speed, the speed may differ. Okay, a bus on its way, so when a bus or a vehicle going in a busy place or a market, so it has to take slow down also, it will change the speed, change the gears also, so that is non-uniform. A bouncing ball, okay, when a ball goes higher the speed slows down and it reaches zero also at the highest point, then it comes down, as it comes down the speed increases. Okay, so that is not uniform, non-uniform. Okay, the other examples are there, you can see here. Okay, so many examples are here given. Now you can uh, come to the next topic, distance. No, now you have up to now distance you have studied, but here in physics it is little different. Okay, distance is defined as the, look at the definition very carefully, actual path followed by a body between the points. Okay, it moves. So it is the actual path or the length of the path, you can say. It is the actual length of the path covered by a body. Okay, that is called between starting point and the finishing point. So that is called the distance. Okay, suppose a car is moving from Hapur to Meerut. So it will cover how many kilometers? Uh, 28 or 30 kilometers. Okay, that is the distance. Now here the road may not be straight, it is going on curves also, okay, bends also. So, but still the length is taken of all the path it is covered. Okay, now what is speed? Speed is the distance covered by a body in a unit time. Okay, in here in SI unit we take second, 1 second as the unit time. So in 1 second the distance covered is called the speed of that body. Okay, in general we take kilometer per hour as the speed, but in physics usually we use meter per second. So speed is the you can also write the ratio of the distance traveled by a body to the time taken, or you can say the distance covered by a body in per unit time. That is also the definition. Okay, the formula is given, you already know the formula, speed equal to distance upon time. Now what is average speed? Average speed is the total distance upon total time. This is the formula. That means we have to add up all the distances covered by a body and all the time taken by the body at different intervals. Okay, so now if you know the speeds, here is an example. Okay, a car travels at a speed s1 kilometer per hour and speed s2 kilometer on return trip. So you have to find the average speed. So a formula is there, don't go for the derivation, it's not very simple, so you can understand it later. So uh, just understand what it says. Okay, s1 is the speed when a car is going for a trip, and s2 is the speed when it is returning back from the trip. So now taking these two speeds, we have to find the average speed. So there is a formula, okay, for average speed, 2 into s1 into s2, or you can say 2s1 s2 upon s1 plus s2. So using this formula we can find the average speed. Okay, now there is another method also, simpler method. If you don't use formula, you find the distance, okay, and add the distances and find the time, and add the time, total time, and then divide. Okay, now here is an example, two examples are here. A car travels at 60 kilometers per hour on a trip and 100 kilometers on when returning from the trip. So you have to find average speed. So using this formula we can find 2 into S1 is 60 and S2 is 100. So into 100, then S1 is 60, here it should be 60, okay, anyway. So 60 plus 100 or 100 plus 60 is the same. Now multiply them, you get 12,000, and here add them, you get 160, and now dividing you get 75 kilometers per hour. That is the average speed. Now another example is here. John drove for 3 hours at a rate of 50 kilometers per hour and for 2 hours at 60 kilometers per hour. What was the average speed? Okay. Now here you will find the distance first. Okay. How much distance he has covered in 3 hours? So formula for distance is speed into time. So distance is distance for the 3 hours. Okay, speed is 50 into 3. So that is D1, you can say. Okay, distance, first distance. Then second one, at 60 kilometers is uh, traveling for 2 hours. So multiply 60 into 2. So this is your D2, you can say. Now add them to find the total distance. So multiply them and add them. So that is total distance is 270 and total time 3 hours plus 2 hours. Okay. So that is 3 plus 2 is 5 hours. Now you can use the formula total distance upon total time. So 270 upon 5. So which comes 54 kilometers per hour. Okay. So that is how you find average speed. Okay, when we'll do numericals, we'll see how. Okay, I'll explain some other examples also. Okay, now our next topic is weight. Okay, so only this is the last topic. Okay, last topic. So let us cover in the next class. So just go through up to here. Okay, and read it very nicely, and just when it comes to question answer, some of you uh, are not able to find because you are not going through the topics. So how will you find? So that is the matter. So read it very carefully at least twice and watch the video also at least twice, so that uh, your content will be clear to you and you will be able to answer very easily. And if you don't go through your these topics, and don't even, some of you don't watch the video also, so how will you find the answers? Okay, after telling also, after explaining also, how will you find the answer? Okay, so you just go through these topics and you can find the answers and solve all the exercise. Actually you are supposed to do yourself. When you understand the topic and read it thoroughly, then you should be able, like, in fact, to find all the exercises and question answer also. Okay, so just keep in mind, go through the topics we are doing, and it's better if you do it on the same day, then it's easy to understand. Okay, now you can start finding the exercises also, because we have done except one topic almost. So you can start finding the exercises also. Okay. Okay, then I'll cover the next topic in the next video.